So here we have the BMW 520d. I'm going to start off by showing you around the outside of the car, and then we'll hop in and run through some of the controls on the inside of it from there. From the outside, you can see it's a 5-door estate vehicle with tinted windows and alloy wheels. Let's start off inside the boot first of all. The tailgate in this car will open in 2 sections if you wish it to. If we press the button on the key, you can see that this top section here has just opened up. So you can just use that bit if you wish to, or you can open up the main tailgate, which will open electronically to reveal the full boot space, as you can see. And there's plenty of it. You can increase this space further by folding down the rear seats, should you wish to do that, of course. Okay, so we're just going to work our way back around to the front of the car, and then we'll hop in and run through some controls on the inside of it from there. But now we've done a full circle, you can see it's in lovely condition the whole way around. Just briefly before we climb in, I think it's well worth seeing the interior from this exterior point of view. There's plenty to run through on the dashboard, so let's hop in and we'll do that right now. Okay, now that we're inside the car, we're going to start with the dials. Over on the far left-hand side, we have the fuel gauge, then the speedometer, rev counter, and coolant temperature gauge. In the centre, you can see the total miles for this car. They are 74,773. You can change information displayed in that speedometer section, as you can see, for various different bits of trip computer information, and that's done by pressing the button on the end of the indicator stalk. If we back out to the steering wheel next, we have speed limiter and cruise control over on this left-hand side, and on the right-hand side, we have our phone and stereo controls. Behind the steering wheel, the plus and minus pedals so that you can change up and down a gear manually with this automatic gearbox. And then over in the center, the main screen for the car. All of the movement that you see me making on the screen right now is being done using the iDrive system, which is essentially this dial just here and the collection of buttons that surround it, so you can go into certain menus. We're on the main menu at the moment, and using the dial, you can rotate to your satellite navigation. Push the dial down, you're then in the nav menu. You can see all the different options you've got here. It's a really nice clear color display as well. Ultimately, a very easy system to use. You can pair your phone from the telephone heading, of course. Just go down to Bluetooth devices and pair it from within that menu. When it comes to the radio, we have FM, AM, and DAB, as you can see. And if you want to listen to your own music, under the multimedia heading, we've got a CD player. And you can plug in external devices. Those devices would be USB input, Bluetooth audio, and auxiliary input as well. So loads of ways to listen to your music in this car. And if we work our way down from there, we have the main volume for the stereo and the CD player, as you can see. Directly below that, we have the dual zone climate control. So you can adjust the passenger temperature, or driver temperature in this case, passenger temperature. You can increase and decrease the fan speed from here. You can determine what direction you'd like the air to be distributed in once it enters the car. And when you're happy with those settings, your air conditioning is on at the moment, so you can turn that off, back on again, or hit auto. When I do that, the car will take control of the fan speed and direction of the air to maintain those temperatures for you. If we press the auto button again, you'll go back to whatever setting you had that on previously. We have a heated driver's seat with 3 different heat settings, and as you can see, the same for the passenger side as well. Heated rear screen is just there too. We have inside here 2 cup holders. The key for the car is currently sat in here. As long as the key is in the car with you, you'll be able to start the car using this button just here. The button below that is for the stop and start. This car is designed to cut out when it's stationary in traffic to save you fuel. The system is off when that light shows. We then have the gear lever for the fully automatic gearbox. We have an electronic handbrake with auto hold function just there. We can turn our parking sensors on and off. We can turn our traction control on and off, and this button will change the driving setup of the car. So you're able to put the vehicle into sport, comfort, which is your everyday driving, and Eco Pro as well. All that leaves me to say is thank you for taking the time to watch this video. If you'd like to come and see the car in person and have a test drive, please feel free to give us a call here at Surrey Specialist Cars. We'd love to hear from you soon.